Hey guys, what's up? Today I'll be ranking the 10 best modern JRPGs so far, according to me, focusing only on JRPGs released since 2020 until today. Absolutely no remakes, remasters, or ports of any kind, so let's begin. Number 10, Tales of Arise. Alphen is a slave with no memories of his past or why he wears a mask. Upon meeting Shion, together they join a resistance to liberate towns from evil oppression. This Tales game is not as dark as its predecessor Berseria, but still it includes some mature and political themes no one was expecting. Graphics look absolutely stunning and the exploration gives players enough freedom to wander around. Combat in this game ignored the usual chaotic and combo-based system seen in previous Tales. It's now more technical, making you think how to approach enemies in battle. As a result, it's one of the most challenging games in the series. It also has awesome combination attacks between any two given characters, increasing the addictive posture of every fight. Tales of Arise is an excellent game, definitely one of the best modern JRPGs so far. Number 9, the Xenoblade Chronicle. A real-time strategy RPG with not a big budget, true, but still with extremely addictive gameplay and mature storytelling. A group of mercenaries get dragged into a war. Their goal is to stop a powerful invasion to the Xenoblade Island. You'll be sent in parties of 8, 4 active attackers and 4 support characters. Missions will be diverse in different areas, but most of the time you'll have to kill all enemies or capture their bases. It plays in real time with abilities depending on MP, each with a cooldown system. You only select the direction you want each character to move to or which enemy to attack. You can use one ability from your support roster, each being attacked to one main attacker, or you can also switch to them over time. Battles are really intense here, which is why the game's so addictive to play. And missions can often be completed within 5 or 10 minutes, unlike in most strategy RPGs. This is a criminally underrated game and one of the best modern JRPGs so far. Number 8, Star Ocean: The Divine Force. After 6 years of fearing the series was done for, Tri-Ace and Square Enix partnered up again to bring it back. It was a hell of a comeback since this new entry was mind-blowing. Raymond pilots a merchant ship from his family's company, but he gets shut down for unknown reasons. After crashing in an underdeveloped planet with medieval and steampunk settings, he notices his crew is missing. He joins up with Princess Leticia to find his crew, but also help her in an upcoming war. Story might sound cliché, classic Star Ocean, but it's really well written with great character development. Gameplay involves some free and wide exploration with gorgeous graphics and even some pretty realistic visuals. Sure, there are some resolution issues, but nothing that detriments the experience. Combat is fast-paced, relying on both skills and combos depending on the character you control. But then there's Duma, the little drone thing attached to your back that can make you fly around briefly to ambush your enemies or attack them head-on quickly. Excellent battle system here, already one of my favorite games in the series. Number 7, Octopath Traveler 2. Once again, 8 protagonists take on the stage for a greatly written story. No need to play its predecessor to understand this one, both being standalone. It was a surprise to see this sequel being released across most modern platforms from launch. I'm glad, because it's such a great game that was thankfully successful. Regardless of the main character you choose, you'll always have the option to recruit the rest and play through their whole stories. It is advised to do that, since this game is a grind fest, so playing through everyone's chapters helps greatly in enjoying it to its fullest. Also in leveling up, getting different jobs for them, exploring the world and completing it. Thankfully, the battle system is once again turn-based. Back are also the strengths and weaknesses you have to exploit from your enemies to make them vulnerable by breaking their shields. This makes boss battles quite challenging, but as a result also quite engaging. This is a supreme follow-up that did not disappoint one bit in any given area. Number 6. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Back to early 2020 with one of the first major surprises of the decade. No one was expecting a turn-based RPG as the start of a new arc in the Yakuza series. You play as Ichiban Kasuga, who takes the blame for a murder as a personal request from his boss. Sadly, after doing long prison time, he seems to have been betrayed by his boss and his clan. Teaming up with other characters with different problems helps him investigate what's really going on. The game's full of humor and silliness, but also some great seriousness and adult drama. The story is a redeeming emotional masterpiece that easily shines among modern JRPGs. Between its various districts in Japan, it's a bit of an open world where you can just get lost walking around. Tons of interesting side quests, side stories, characters, and a vast plethora of mini-games make the game more entertaining. And as I said, battle system plays in turns, with each character slowly moving around while you decide their actions. Attacks, combination attacks, skills, everything relies on the different jobs each character can equip. This is a fantastic, completely unexpected game from the very best modern JRPGs so far. Number 5. The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. This one isn't just the final chapter in the Cold Steel arc, but in the entire Trail series. That is of course before the brand new games we still haven't got. It's a mashup of most playable characters from across the series, joining up together once more for some unfinished business in Crossbell. Brand new characters also appear here for the first time, who seem to be in the middle of it all. Gameplay wise, I dare say this is the best Trails game ever made. Dungeons are near perfect, not too short but not too long, with puzzles that aren't overly annoying. Beautiful visuals accompany the graphics with excellent design, a battle system that engages all great features from the previous games, with tons of different ways to attack your enemies, from all-out attacks that include support characters to special skills executed through badass animations. It's an overly addictive experience any Trails fan absolutely needs to play. And if you think I'm forgetting about Cold Steel 4, you're mistaken. It was released in 2020, sure, but it actually came out in 2018 in Japan, so it can't be included in today's video. Number 4. Ys 9 Monstrum Nox. Actually, this is a game from late September of 2019, it's just nobody else got it outside of Japan until February of 2021. It's still pretty modern, so I'll make an exception for it. Besides, it's truly an underrated gem. It follows Adol, who gets arrested and sent to prison, but escapes thanks to the mysterious Aprilis giving him special abilities. Abilities others of her group also have, to fight chaos portals appearing in town. There's also another Adol though, who seems to still be trapped in prison and wants to escape as well. Story is excellent and with some really dark twists to it. You can explore the city completely at free will, but you'll need to either advance the story to unlock some areas or defeat the chaos gates that bind them. You can switch to any character you want because, like in the previous games, each is strong against some types of enemies or bosses. This has one of the fastest action battle systems in modern times, with crazy battles taking place in different areas, dungeons, ruins, or the city itself, as I mentioned. And everything with perfect controls. It's a fantastic game that met every Ys fanboy expectation I have. Number 3. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Arguably the best Xenoblade game in the series, taking place in the same universe as the rest. Though its connections are only made near the end, it's okay to start with this one. Two sides have been fighting over for what seems like an eternity under the evil control of the Machiavellian consuls. However, two groups, one of each opposing side, will band up after a fateful encounter. Their goal? To liberate cities, camps, and overall people from the scheming manipulation of these guys, which are usually the hardest bosses in the game. This one has a perfect battle system with balanced difficulty and addictive gameplay. After the groups join, you'll have 6 party members you can switch to at any time. An extra hero can join up sometimes, but out of your direct control. For the one you play as, it's all about moving around the enemies to attack them from different sides. And then, it's transformation time to execute chain attacks and abuse everyone's skills to reduce the HP spongy as hell enemies from this game to 0. It's awesome. And so it's the open world exploration which never forces itself on you. Impressive gameplay and also impressive story here. Nope, I haven't played the famous Future Redeem DLC since I don't like paying for extra content, but I've heard great things about it. Number 2, Shin Megami Tensei 5. We waited so many years through many delays for Atlus to finally deliver this masterful game, an apocalyptic world where a silent student is granted divine powers to shape the future of Tokyo, same powers he shall use to fight conniving, gruesome and sometimes kinky demons, the same demons he can also recruit to fight by his side, or to fuse with others to get a better one. So yeah, classic SMT features return with fusions and negotiations. As always, you gotta find out what the enemies are weak to in order to exploit the press turn system. Upon striking a weakness, you get an extra turn for your party. The enemy has the same advantage though, so beware. It's thanks to this that, just like its predecessors, this game is brutal even on easy mode, but there's always many different ways to exploit its mechanics and engage more within its challenges. Also, like many modern JRPGs, there are some small open world features. You get to explore every area till your heart's content, which is advised so you can grind, recruit different demons, find treasure and special enemies, also to destroy gates that are connected to the story. Different routes and endings await you, so be mindful of your last decisions in the game. Strongly recommended this one. For a Switch exclusive, it's surprisingly cheap, so pick it up if you see it. Number 1, Triangle Strategy. Most JRPGs have tons of humor, slice of life and nonsensical dialogue, not Triangle Strategy, which focuses 100% on its mature narrative full of political intrigue. Serenoa holds the scales of conviction to decide with his allies their next course of action. In a world where salt and iron are scarce, nations trying to monopolize them to get absolute power. These convictions involve different routes and allies that will join your cause, but near the final chapters, you'll be forced to side with one of the other main characters to get their ending. A true ending can be achieved after you've beaten the game at least once with any character. Well, except the bad endings of course. And as a strategy RPG, grid-based with a camera view in different angles, it's outstanding. Characters will fight through terrain-affected areas with their different skills and magics, but with cooldowns for these abilities as penalties. It's quite a challenging game, a bit grindy but overall more balanced than anything. No jobs here, only a fantastic class system you can evolve with points or even items. This is not only one of the best modern JRPGs so far, it's also one of the best tactical RPGs ever made. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16. Well, I don't have a PS5 yet, so I can't play it. Honorable mention, but an even better honorable mention for me personally is Scarlet Nexus, and you know it. Anyway, those are the 10 best modern JRPGs so far. Honestly, the last 5 could have been in any order. Each and every single one of them is a masterpiece deserving of the first place. According to me, obviously. Anyway, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. See you next time!